Hey there, sweetness. How goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game. If there's anything that's connective to this collective, that's beautiful. I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's all right. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for someone else in the collective. You should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? Well, as the title says, we are getting into index card messages. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance, please guide myself, guide these messages, please guide this collective, guide us all, always, always. Thank you so, so much for the guidance. Thank you. Mwah. Welcome home, homies. Please do the tribe a favor on your way in. Make sure you get those likes up, as well as make sure that you're a subscriber true and through if you enjoy the vibe. All right, so what is the index finger? Index is the pointer finger. It is my solemn and sovereign intention for this reading, these cards, to provide you with spiritual pointers. Okay? Epigenetics. And I say that I will translate as far as I'm shown, but a lot of the time when we're doing our index pointed readings, a lot of the translation is left for the collective to individually decipher what it is that resonates with you. Okay? Don't you worry, I put in a whole lot of work and effort channeling the cards, making them. And then a lot of the understanding of them falls upon the individual that's receiving the information. Yeah? No. So, something here about epigenetics. Epigenetics. Let me move you guys up a little. Epigenetics. In this, I'm seeing something about pigeons. Generations and pigeons. What am I seeing? What am I seeing? What am I seeing? Oh, third eye, don't fail me now. We're back. That cartoon dinosaur movie. We're back. And something about the pigeons and the crows. And, Hollow rock. Hollow rock. Wanting to choose a different path. I'm getting something very, very specific. Locked up, they won't let me out. I am getting in my third eye, my mind's eye, I can see that movie playing that I was just talking about, that cartoon dinosaur movie, We're Back. And I see the brothers there were these brothers and they were like twins. And one of them, they were both very, very intelligent, very smart. One of them took a more righteous path with their intelligence, and one of them took the darker path with their intelligence. And if you know what I'm talking about, there's a moment in the movie where the one that chooses the not so righteous path ends up with his eyes taken out by the birds. That's something that I'm seeing with that hollow rock. But then I'm also getting something about Moki marbles, shaman stones, masculine, feminine polarity. Twin stuff making an appearance. Meh, meh. And again, anything else that you guys get from those cards, you take those messages as you see fit, or leave them as you see fit. Someone is in very, very masochistic energy. I mean, I want to say you're rough on equipment. That equipment is on yourself. Yourself, you're the equipment. Don't tear yourself apart. Don't allow others to tear you apart. Don't tear others apart. There's no entertainment there. No righteous entertainment there. And my. For those that don't, for those that need that pointer and don't take it, watch your eyes. Someone has been in an energy of lashing out. It's like lashing out at themselves and so lashing out at everyone else, everything, and leaving everyone and everything in a state of rubble. Beneath the masses and piles of what they once were. There's something about someone, most specifically feminine energy, more specifically a woman energy, took a chance and a gamble on, what is this? It's almost like buying a mound of rocks and stone and not knowing if there's anything worth anything in that mound, if there's any good stones, but it's almost like auction, all these different mounds were up for bid, and you bid on one and you're not really sure what's inside of it. But there's at least one woman. The name P, or the letter P, may be significant to their name, but P for prevented. There's something about a woman that was prevented from building something at some point, some place, some site, I'm hearing, prevented from building something, or perhaps began to build something, and whatever she was building got knocked down and turned into rubble. But she didn't let it prevent her from building. She took a chance, she took a gamble, and she rebuilt from that rubble. She had to overcome so much fear and self-sabotage and insecurity, self-consciousness in this chance, in this gamble. But she will reap the benefits and enjoy the season and the seasons to come. Someone is a major alcoholic, and I'm not sure who or what this is for, but this is coming across heavy. Someone's a major alcoholic and a major liar, major storyteller, a major con, crook, thief, all kinds of just icky things. They may be very good at hiding it, but they are. They are these icky things. They are an icky thing filled with icky things. But collective, there's like, some of you think that you could scrub and clean that icky off of them, but you can't. They are a programmed being. Many people are capable of change. Many are absolutely programmed to never change, and they're not interested in resetting their programs. They're not interested in upgrading. They're not interested in changing the fucking channel. Instead, they live in an energy of hiding and lies. They hide their lies in the pines. That's a line from a song. I think it's actually called In the Pines. I love the Kurt Cobain live of this. Where did you sleep last night, little girl, in the pines, in the pines? All right. I'm going to change up the scenery. Something is wreaking havoc. Havoc. Want a box, tough guy. And resin. CBD, marijuana. But the initials CB, CD, CM, CJ, JM, JD, JC, JB, any variation of these may be significant. Somebody needs to be very careful. Again, take those cards separately any way you will or won't. Take them all together any way you will or don't. But with Havoc, I'm getting, there's a movie called Havoc, and it was very graphic, all right, to say the least, graphic. I actually bought this movie when I was really, really young, and probably a lot of things about that movie wreaked havoc on my life. But there's something coming across. Definitely protect your children's eyes, the things that they're seeing. Protect things, what are you allowing them to see? Most specifically in relation to movies, TV, things on the internet, things like that. But also, yes, in every sense of the question, what are they being allowed to see? If they're in your care, anyhow, young children. Are you providing stability for them with what they're being shown? I'm getting that for some, there's the single parent role, doing things single-handedly. It can be overwhelming. Connect to spirit, connect to the universe, connect to life around you, life that vibrates high. Something else, though, I was getting, someone needs to be very careful not to get themselves into sticky situations, and this maybe more than one someone, but not to get themselves into sticky situations that it's sort of like blood in, blood out. This piece of information refers me back to a live that we did earlier tonight, Elder Futhark Friday. Someone has been working on rewiring their brain. That's awesome. Someone has been working on rewiring and re-educating their brain and their neural pathways. Studying up on like neuroscience, things like this, because they understand that they have just one body to take them through this life. And for as much as we bitch, moan, and complain about life, we want to get through it best we can. Majority rule. Someone's come to the realization that they are worthy of being that old dog that puts in the time and the effort to learn the new tricks. And they're putting in leaps and bounds towards their success. Oh, someone's energy is coming through to say, be honest with yourself. What's your life like without me in it? I'm getting, for many, calmer, more peaceful. Some would say more boring, but it's not boring, it's peace. It's a lack of chaos. Whoever that person's energy was that was coming through to ask that question, there's someone that's stuck on replays of yesterday's. Don't get stuck on the replays collective. Don't fall into old patterns, old habits. Don't ever allow anyone to make you to pressure you into making yourself all of the things about you that you've worked so hard to transform. These leaps and bounds, this self-worth. It's almost like the moment that you take the leaps and bounds towards knowing your self-worth, well, then of course, of course, boom. Something, someone, some question comes back. You thought you beat it, and you see it again. But don't fret. Oftentimes that's just so that we can reinforce that we won. We won. We win. Sometimes. Especially the underdogs. The underdogs, they build strength in the climb like no other. And when that strength is put to good use, ye feck. Didn't we just see something about enjoy the seasons? That was in like a real pretty color, fonty. Here's another message from what I feel like is obviously a totally different point in time, but for all things, a reason and a season. Something about sharing a vision. Don't share your vision with anyone that has already stabbed you in the back. Do not share your visions with anyone that has already shown you that they are not to be trusted. Don't you dare do that to yourself. You are worthy of more. Always affirm that, collective. I am always worthy. I am always more worthy than that. And I am always more worthy than letting anyone drag me to hell, drag me back to hell. And I'm definitely more worthy of dragging myself back there. Affirm that to yourself, collective. And know that you are. This is a favor that spirit asks of you. Do you think you could do it? I think you can. Let's clear out that energy. Someone is in, all I'm going to say is Viking Barbie energy. Okay? Viking Barbie. There is something about your sexuality that influences your chakras, your alignment, as well as others, balances others, has the ability. Okay, so it's almost like cycles. Sorry, but cycles syncing up. And it happens that I think they're the alpha. The alpha is everyone else, all the other omegas, they sync up to the alpha, and the alpha's cycle when a bunch of, feminines get into a group. It's almost like that, but it's not just to do with the feminine cycle. It is to do with all of these cycles of life and love and living and leaving and losing and all of them. All of them. It's something about a sacred understanding of the divine sexuality that courses through each individual. Having a deep understanding, something about that understanding, not only does it end up influencing you and your energies, your points, but it also radiates and it rubs off on others, so to speak. Your vibration is of influence. Use it wisely, especially when it comes to energetic points. Also, I'm getting maintenance of your systems. Action never ends. It is true what they say, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. In many cases, anyhow. Ooh. Oh. Someone feels like they already have lost it. Someone feels inadequate. I'm going to say refer back to you are worthy. No matter what your physical body gives you for sexuality, your spirit has its own sexuality. Keep it healthy. Do you understand me? It's not just about your private parts. It's about the sexual essence of your being. Keep it clean. There's also something very eminent, very renowned, glorious, important, conspicuous, prominent, and famous, even, about that sacred sexuality of spirit. Don't be tricked and don't forget. And this includes those that resonate with being cherubim, seraphim. There's something about practicing sacred sexuality, not overshared with it, you overextended with your body. I'm talking about sacred spiritual sexuality within the self. Something about practicing that as if it is prominent and important and renowned, eminent, fucking glorious. It being like a tonic for your life. It being like a medicine. It being an agent that can restore the health of your spirit in many ways. Shit, son. I hope and pray this message reaches who it needs to, how it needs to. Until we speak again, my dears. Let me know in the comments if any of this resonates. Till next time. Bye.